Honorable Festus Akingbaso, the Cynosure of Quality Representation by Adelanke Akinmoladun. Quality legislative representation is not just about making speeches or moving motions in the legislative chambers. It is about bridging the gap between governance and the grassroots, bringing life-changing projects to the people, and ensuring sustainable development. Honorable Festus Akingbaso, Fessywest, the member representing Idanre and Ifedore Federal Constituency, has set a remarkable example in this regard. Honorable Akingbaso's commitment to delivering the dividends of democracy is evident in the numerous projects he has undertaken to uplift his constituency, from infrastructural development to educational support and employment facilitation. His impact is seen across Idanre and Ifedore. Various projects that directly benefit the people within the ambit of time spent in the Green Chamber include foundation laying of Oba Gbolagunte Civic Centre, Odode Idanre, ongoing construction of motorized boreholes in both Idanre and Ifedore local government areas, grading of rural roads across the constituency, construction of Dagbolu Bridge, Alade Idanre, employment facilitation at the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro, and the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAAN, distribution of free JAMB forms for students across the 6 local governments in Ondo Central, and organizing summer classes for secondary school students. Others are support for newly created LCDAs, providing financial support to ensure a smooth takeoff, solar-powered streetlights installed in Manmoswak Street and Ikpogun community.
Yeah, I do.
Ọmọ wa Festus Akingbaso, Honorable wa House of Rep, community ọ̀nẹ́yìn ọgbà Civic Centre Idanre. Ó là bá nílé ọ̀fẹ́ bá ní kọ́ ohun màdójú àyè ṣé o. Ojú èkè díẹ̀ dárí fèsì. Màdójú àyè ṣé o. Ó ṣẹ̀dá kété máa yí òmàdójú àjẹyẹ o. Màdójú àbádọ́
nígbà bá dà parí ẹ̀ bá mi wá láyé o. Yóò dàn yìí.
Ajídàgbà ó yà.
Speaking at the foundation laying of the Oba Gbolagunte Civic Centre, Honorable Akingbaso reaffirmed his commitment to fulfilling his campaign promises. He described the Civic Centre as an iconic project that will serve as a hub for community development.
Actually, it has been my major promise to the community that I will make sure that I start a project that will remain there for life on my name. And by the time I get to the House of Representatives, I make sure that it's come as my number one project, that they should make sure that Idanre Civic Centre is part of my project, and which it has come out to be part of it. And then I've promised the king and the chiefs of this community, and they give me the land, that okay. And moreover, they said that there was a time a particular project like this has been going on, which I didn't know. By the time I got to the Kabiyesi, the late Oba of Idanre, the Owa of Idanre, I made him to realize, when I promised at the Idanre Day that I will make sure that I have a project name on his name, which is Idanre Civic Centre. Because if you look at around now in Idanre, we did not have such a thing. There's no civic center in Idanre. Going to other developed community, you will see their hall, see their civic center. Go to Ondo, Akure, and other places like that. So I believe Idanre is also qualified for such a project. So that is why I take it to be one of my projects that I would surely start and complete by the special grace of God. So it will cost billion. And like last year, I already input it as part of my project. But when it come out as one of my constituency projects. And when it come out as ongoing. And immediately my brother, my uncle, which is the former Senator Ayo Akinmoladun, sent all his pictures and everything to me, that such a project has been going on at Olofin inside the Olofin Grammar School, in which I made them to realize that at the palace. And they said, and I made them to realize that I wanted to go and continue it. And they said that no, that one has been placed on Olofin Grammar School land. That Olofin Grammar School is another institution entirely. It's not a community's land. They reject it totally, which they now wrote a letter to me. And I made them to realize that if you want me to stop this thing, it have to come out with a letter to back it up. I cannot just tell the government that I will not continue the project, which is my constituency project on Idanre. So in which the community did, and I sent it back to them, even to the procurement office, so that they will understand what is happening. And they say, okay, make sure you grade some road there and then come back to the new one. That is why we're at. And now this year again, this particular project has been part of Idanre Ifedore Federal Constituency project for 2025 again. For them to know that it's ongoing, we have to come here to start working on it. And this is exactly why we are here today. By the special grace of God, this year and next year, definitely we're going to round it up.
Chief Dr. Kola Ademojimi, a former chief of staff to the governor, lauded Akingbaso for his dedication and prayed for the successful completion of the project.
For our son, Honorable Festus Akingbaso, aka Fessywest Obete, for having this. And we're just whispering there. I said, even if a member of the House of Reps or a senator has this project as a 4-year one and is able to start it and finish it, I said that person can never be forgotten in the community, and God will have a way of compensating him with the desires of his heart. So we are happy. Our prayer is that as we are starting today to lay the foundation, we pray that God will be with the contractor, God will be Honorable Festus Akingbaso himself, and God will be with the Idanre people, so that this dream is a dream, it's a tall dream, so that the dream will be realized when we are alive, and that we shall be happy to celebrate that Idanre now has a civic reception center, just like they have in Ondo and in a few communities. The people of Idanre will be united, because this place, like I have said, has been dedicated for a civic reception center, and we're looking for an angel of God that will implement it. So the whole of Idanre community, all the 475 units of places, that we call Idanre, they will be happy with this. My appeal is that we should give the legislature a cooperation. This one is not politics. This is dividend of democracy for Idanre people. If this project were to be executed by somebody from PDP, from APC, from AMPP, from MPP, we will be happy. It's the same excitement that we have. It's not because it's in PDP today. It's because we believe this is our dividend.
Similarly, Dr. Omolola Anthony, represented by Mr. Ajidagba Olafisoye, praised the initiative, urging the people to support the lawmaker in actualizing his developmental plans.
I have to appreciate him for his initiative, for being a good ambassador of his community. He has been doing it so many years back. He has been the frontliner, working with giant stride to see that Idanre wear a very good outlook and to compete with 21st century millennium town. We appreciate him very well, and God will give him strength to do more for his community in Jehovah's willing. Now he has given his word today that he didn't want the project to live value for so many years, that he is expecting the project to work out to be commissioned for max of 2 years, that by next year 2026 that there will be benefit both home and abroad to be having the occasion here every look and clean of the community. So I hereby appreciate him very well, and we want him to keep to his word. Political difference should not even affect him, but the interest that he has been putting to put it in a good shape should be appreciated by everybody. Have the community not to leave MHR on the project alone, to raise our community fund, community effort to put the job to completion very soon. Every Macaris have to contribute to this giant stride of the.
Honorable Kelvin Babalola, SA Media to Honorable Akingbaso, highlighted his legislative contributions, noting that he has sponsored 3 bills, including one for the establishment of an ICT university in Idanre.
Today we are here to lay foundation for the modern civil center in Idanre. It's one of its kind. Idanre community is an ancient one and a very significant town in Ondo State, Nigeria, even in Yoruba Kingdom because of our historical background. We've been in existence for quite a time, but it's unfortunate we don't have a befitting civic center. The MHR, they made feel that it's high time we had one, and he decided to embark on this project as one of his constituency projects, and that is why we are here. And like he had rightly said, it's a question of time. By next year, the project will be completed and it will be commissioned as well. Like what we're planning to do is, one, we want to do a compendium of what he had done so far at a point in time. But however, we have taken into consideration the economic dictates of what things are in Nigeria today, and after the consultation, we have found out that people feel that a lot of things should be done in terms of rehabilitation, reconstructions, and rehabilitation precisely. So we have rehabilitated some primary schools, and we've consulted one both in Idanre and Ifedore as well. We have touched basic health centers in the 2 local governments as well, and bridges has been built across where needed, and these are evident everywhere, like this one we mentioned there, and like this one we are currently on. That's the construction of Idanre Civic Centers and others. So these are many of the projects he has done. At a point, we're going to do a compendium of what he has done, and it's going to be open because it's a public document. And when it comes to legislative duties as a lawmaker, primarily because that's what he's elected to do, he had sponsored 3 bills, and they are in second stage phase now. One of them is creation of ICT University in Idore, and among others, and others are in the offing as well. So these are some of the few things that, some of the things that he has done summarily.
However, the people of Ifedore have applauded Akingbaso's intervention in road grading, which has significantly improved transportation and economic activities in their communities.
Normally we face a lot of challenges in this road. Number one is that during the rainy season, people were not able to move freely, and like now, the dry season now, the road is not well okay. A lot of people have accidents and all manner of things happening in the road. But we appreciate Honorable Akingbaso Fessywest for helping us to construct the road. We really appreciate him a lot. The Lord will bless him. Thank you, sir.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o, ẹ ṣé o, ọ̀nà wa, ẹ̀ ń ṣọ̀nà wa lọ́wọ́, àti rí yín bẹ́yẹn pé ẹ wọ́n ṣọ̀nà wa lọ́wọ́. Àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o, àti gbá òjò, àti gbá ẹ̀rùn, a kì í gbádùn ọ̀nà wa. A sọ pé àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín pé.
Jábọ̀ o, àràǹsí Ọlọ́run ọba yóò máa bá o, ibi tó tún ìdó tún ga jù yín lọ, Ọlọ́run á tún gbé ọdún bẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba.
Orúkọ lọ́wọ́ Fessywest.
Ọlọ́run lo ọmọ ẹ̀ kan, ẹ̀mẹ́sà àrùwá Akingbaso tó jẹ́ aṣojúṣòfin Idanre Ifedore local government. So òun ló bá wa ṣe. Nígbà tó kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan abẹ́ni tó fi ń ṣeré ni, ẹ̀tàtà àdúpẹ́ ó dẹ̀ bá wa yọrí ẹ̀ láyọ̀ àtàláfíà tí ò sí pé ọmọ àdúgbò àbí ẹni kankan ní Chile kan sí orí bíríìjì yẹn. Láti gbogbo àwa tá a wà ní àdúgbò Dagbolu kò sẹ́ni tó ní 1 naira sí owó ẹ̀ ló fi parí, gbogbo òun ló fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló lẹ̀ fi parí. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn pé ipò tí wọ́n ìwà yìí ipò míì tó tún jù yẹn lọ pọ́lọ́run á tún mú wọn débẹ̀.
Ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí bá wá ṣe ìyọ́nà ọ̀dọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ka ròkè o. Ìyá ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ níbẹ̀ yìí àti kojú àti bẹ̀rù ẹ̀sìn bẹ̀wẹ̀ gbádùn náà pẹ́. Ọ̀sùn ẹ̀pẹ̀ ní gbòdè wá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dúrẹ́ bá wá ṣe ìyá dúpẹ́ o. Ìyíwọ́ ṣe ìjì bẹ́ẹ̀ á rí i ló dẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ló bá wá parí ẹ̀. Ló bá wá dọ̀dà lé ọ̀dà ká lọ fún ní rádẹ̀ ká bọ̀ fún ní díẹ̀ wá ká ní lè ṣe àdé ní rẹ̀.
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí ń bá ní sójú ọ̀nà wa. Mo dákọ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀.
Fessywest.
Lọ́wọ́ ọ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀. O ṣé o. O ṣé ló túbọ̀ múra ní bá wá ṣe ìyókù. Mo ti jẹ́ ti ń jù dábà ní múra sí dábà sọ̀nà dá múra sí ìmọ̀jọ́ náà yìí. Ego mọ́tò kí náà jù.
Similarly, Honorable Adelanke Akinmoladun, chairman of the PDP in Idare, acknowledged Akingbaso's good gestures and prayed for his continued success.
Lẹ́ni gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe Honorable wa ẹ̀mẹ́sàrù wa tó represent wa ní ilé aṣòfin kékeré ní Àbújá tó represent Idanre àti Ifedore níbẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe lọ́dọọdún òun náà tún gbé délé ní o. A fẹ́ ṣe ọ̀nà wa gbogbo ìgbèríko abà tó wà ní Idanre pátápátá òun la fẹ́ great bá ṣe ṣe ní last year náà nìyẹn. So every year ló máa ń ṣe kó lè mú àǹfààní àti ìrọ̀rùn bá àwọn àgbẹ̀ wa wọ́n lè máa rí èrè oko wọn kó wọlé láì sí wàhálà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn ọkàn wọn lè balẹ̀ bá ṣe ń ṣe fún wa àti dìbò fún wọn ẹ̀wọ̀n wọn náà tún dá padà fún wa báyìí pé nǹkan tá a ṣe fún òun tún fẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn eléyìí yàtọ̀ sí kí ní àìmọye bridge náà ti ṣe fún wa àìmọye health centers náà ti ṣe fún wa àìmọye youth centers náà ti ṣe fún wa àìmọye àwọn ọmọ school náà ti fún ní scholarship náà ti fún níwèé gbogbo ẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi náà ṣe fún wa ní Idanre local government àti Ifedore local government bá ṣe ń ṣe níbílẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń ṣe ní Ifedore náà ń ṣe ọ̀nà wọn lọ a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àdúrà Idanre á mọ́ wọn lára lágbára Ọlọ́run lílọ bíbọ̀ wọn lọ́wọ́ àmọ́ pànàmọ́ fún wọn.
Omolola Akimbo reporting for Platinum TV.